up in that ooh la la, then backed out in that oh my god. Don't want no drama, ma.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Roshana, and by the title below you should be able to see what this video is going to be about. I get a lot of questions about modeling. So instead of just answering the same questions over and over again, or explaining it better to someone else rather than another person who asks the next day or whenever, I just decided, let me just make a video about it so I can answer all the questions I've gotten, plus add a little more extra details in there, some tips, some tricks, and basically everything you need to know for beginners. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up so I know that you guys are enjoying this. Don't forget to leave any questions that you might still have down below in the comments so that I can possibly just comment them back to you. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys are subscribed if you are not already, because you gotta become part of the gang, gotta become part of the family. So make sure you guys are subscribed. Also, comment down below some video suggestions that you guys might have, because I definitely don't know what to post sometimes, so you guys can help me out a little bit with that. Let's get into the video. So first off, I'm going to be doing this video in about 4 different parts. First, I'm going to start off just explaining my experience. I'm going to answer some questions that I get a lot, and then I'm going to tell you guys what to look out for. And I really want to help you out because there was no video that really helped me out. And if I could just help you guys out, answer some questions that a lot of people just don't answer for some reason or don't want you to know, I'm gonna be that girl to let y'all know, because why hide? Like, we can all succeed. I'm what you call a freelance model. I have been in contact with modeling agencies who really wanted to sign me, but honestly, don't just sign with any agency just because you want to be signed. Like, if you feel like their rules don't correspond to something that you want to be a part of, if you don't feel comfortable in the environment, or if you just feel like it's not compatible, don't just agree to be signed just because you want to be signed, because then you're going to be in that contract and you can't come out. And what if you're unhappy? What if they're not finding work for you? What if they're wasting your time, So it's a hard decision because it's like something you really want, and this could be the start of something. And you're also not supposed to be too picky, but you want to make sure that this is right, because you don't want to force anything. If it's meant to be, it's going to happen. And that's one of the decisions I had to make, which was super hard because I was like, I really want to be signed, but this agency is not for me. Because there's different types of modeling. Like, there's Instagram modeling where you just do shoots. Maybe you'll get paid for some, you'll get some followers. I don't really recommend that. Like, I don't think that's modeling. If you're just doing it for the followers, and sure. What I think modeling is if someone literally wants you to model their product, or if you're literally, like, you have to be getting paid to do the shoot. I think that's modeling. That's what I think. But I have done many free shoots, and basically what a free shoot is, we're gonna exchange pictures, which means like you get pictures, I get pictures. That's what we're in here for. I'm not paying you, you're not paying me, because there are photographers out there who want to get paid and who do get paid for their work. I have never paid for a photo shoot personally, but a lot of girls do, and obviously if they do it, it's worth their money. My focus is more print modeling, which is like commercial modeling, which is good for fun size girls because I am 5'4". This is a industry where you gotta be tall, but that's not the case, because I know girls who are shorter than me that are signed, lit right now, just walked in Fashion Week, and I'm so proud of them. But like I said, I'm waiting till I feel comfortable with an agency that I really want, and I know that they really want me. And then that's when I'm gonna agree to, be all over your screen, honey. But yeah, so there's Instagram modeling, there's real modeling where you're actually signed to an agency that gets you work, that is seen all over the world, which is amazing. That's the goal, people. That's the goal. That is the goal. The way that I got into modeling is just weird, honestly. No shade. This video's not gonna have no shade. I'm not gonna be exposing nobody, none of that stuff. No, my experience in modeling in the shortest way possible so that we can get straight to the questions and get into more details that can help you guys. But you guys not gonna want to hear nothing if you guys think I don't know anything, so I'm just gonna tell you guys my experience. Alright, so I started modeling about almost 3 years ago, and the way that I started modeling was really weird. I had some dude hit me up on Instagram. Beware of those, red flag. But I had some guy hit me up on Instagram, and he was like, hey, I really love your look, I think you can have some potential in modeling. would you like to be a part of my modeling group? And I'm like, huh? I'm not gonna lie, modeling is something that I, thought of, but I never really had the confidence to do. I never really thought that I would be able to do, or that I, could really be good at. So I was like excited, but then I was like, wait, you don't look like you have a modeling group. So basically he was just telling me, oh, I have a modeling group, would you like to be a part of it? And I was really skeptical, because I'm just like, He was like, basically, if you don't trust me, or if you don't know that you'll be interested in it, what you can do is you can just stop by one of our rehearsals, and if you like it, you can stay, you can, be a part of it. If you don't like it, you're free to go. And I liked that answer. I was like, okay. So I can just, pop into one of your little rehearsals and see if this is an environment that I want to be in. So I was like hella intimidated. I was like, oh my god, there's gonna be probably like a bunch of tall girls there who are top notch, because I've seen some of his photos and they were good, they were okay, but still I haven't taken any photos. I have no portfolio at this point, so I was hella confused. I was just like, I don't even know. He told me to bring heels and to wear all black, so that's what I did. All right, so we're gonna speed it up. Basically, I went, I liked how everything looked. I liked that there was a bunch of different girls there. It made me feel more safe, more comfortable. Okay, what the modeling group is we do shows, we do some shoots, and basically we have rehearsals like 3 times a week, where we would just go over techniques that he would come up with. Because obviously if you're gonna walk on a runway or a catwalk, you guys can't just go and have nothing planned, or else you're gonna be bumping into each other. So we'll have rehearsals for that. We'll learn how to pose, because honestly, when he said teaching how to pose, I'm like, huh? But it's actually, it's actually something that you can teach. So I'm not gonna lie, that was a great start, because I did learn how to pose. I did start to get more comfortable, and I was, because there's so many other girls around me and they were actually my age as well, we were able to really get along, and it just made me more open to modeling and less shy. Because let me tell y'all, I was so shy. I was so shy, but all that flew out the window. I started to get, more comfortable with myself. But anyways, moving forward, because I don't want to stay on this topic because it's already too long, because I got to get into the questions. After that only lasted like maybe 3 or 4 months. I decided to branch off and just stop doing that for other reasons, and I was just like, oh my god, I really miss modeling, but I don't want to model with them. So I started just hashtagging New York City photographers, because New York City is a pretty big city where a whole bunch of photographers are and models are. So I don't know, it just came across my mind. I hashtagged it on Instagram, and I found a bunch of people who worked I like. Their follower ranges were like kind of compatible to mine. So what I did, because I didn't want to look thirsty, I would just follow them, like 2 pictures, and if they follow me back, great. If they like 2 pictures back, even better. But at one point I just decided to put my pride aside, and I was like, I really like this one photographer, I'm gonna hit him up, ask if he'd want to shoot. Whatever happens, happens. So I hit him up, and he was like, yeah, of course, I have a studio tomorrow. I was like, tomorrow? So we were just like, okay. I was like, okay. I definitely would love to be a part of the studio time. And there was supposed to be a girl there as well, but she didn't show up. So the whole studio was mine, and I just grabbed some clothes from my closet that I haven't worn before that looks possible for a photo shoot. And guys, we made magic. Okay, I'm gonna put some pictures on the screen. We made magic. That was my first photo shoot ever, and it was a success. And I was so happy with the pictures. I was just happy with everything, and I was just like, yes, I like this. So all right, I'm gonna speed it up now. Obviously when you do one shoot, you start to get pictures, and when you post them, other people was just like, hey, I want to work with you too. So that's kind of what happened. People just started being like, hey, I want to work with you, I want to work with you. There was people who wanted me to model for their products and stuff like that. So it just kind of branched me out to finding new opportunities, which is good. And I started having more work in my portfolio. So now we're gonna really speed it up. Basically, I just started doing shoots. People would pay me for shoots. People would pay me to promote their products that I would do shoots for. And there's many different definitions of modeling. There's many different types of modeling. I was not interested in runway. Yes, I started off doing some runway stuff, but I'm honestly too short. I'm 5'4", y'all. So runway was just no. I liked shoots. I like print modeling. So you guys definitely need to do some research if you're interested in modeling so that you can understand, you know, what kind of category of modeling you would fit into. I started getting paid for shoots. I started to get paid to promote people's products like lashes. I promoted lashes. I promoted shirts. I promoted different things, and that helps too because you're getting money from sources, and also you look important. Now I think I've spoken enough about me. Let's get into you if you're interested in modeling. So to the questions. I have a couple of questions. These are just the most frequent questions that I get. So yeah, let's get into the questions. Question number 1. How do you become a model? Well, there's different ways to do it. You can literally just go to a modeling agency website. You can Google modeling agencies and wherever you're located. If you're located in one of the popular states like Chicago, New York, LA, Florida, places like that, Atlanta, where you know you have a lot of choices for agencies, that's even better. If not, then you're gonna have to compromise on what's around you. Basically, you would just go to one of their websites and just fill it out. Just fill out information about you. Probably have to write a little bit about your personality, the basics, how old are you, where you're from. And then you have to get your measurements. Measurements are hella important, so make sure you guys get your measurements. There's YouTube videos on how to measure yourself correctly, and all you'll need is a measuring tape really. And then basically you'll just have to fill out your measurements, which is like your bust. If you're a girl, you have boobs, obviously your height, everything. There will typically be like 4 choices of pictures which you can submit onto the agency, which is like headshots, full body shots, things like that. And the great part about this is that they don't have to be professional. Like you can literally just take it with your phone, or you know, whatever. If you have a camera, that's even better. But the pictures don't have to be professional that you choose to upload. And if they like you, they will contact you. That's one way to become a model. Second way which you can become a model is you can just use your social media, which is hashtag photographers. I really think it works. I used to do hashtag New York City photographers, hashtag New York models, because then they'll be like, oh, you know, models wanted. You'll find stuff like that, and basically just browse through different people that pop up, and if you like one, if you feel like they fit your criteria, you know, follow them. If you want to hit them up, that's even better. But sometimes if you just follow them, they'll follow back, and they will probably DM you first and like, hey, would you like to shoot? This is what I have to offer, blah blah blah. Honestly, there's so many different ways to do it. You can literally, there's just so many ways to do it. Like there's so many ways to the Instagram stuff. If you hashtag whatever, wherever you're from, photographers, and you find this photographer and he's speaking to you weird through the DMs, like you're just getting all these red flags, do not do the shoot. Second, if you're going to a shoot, always have someone go with you. Never go to a shoot alone, because once again, or at least let people know where you're at. Let them have his number, let them have his, you know, her, you know, different type of photographers. Let them have all the information about where you're going. Let people know where you're going if you have to go alone, you know. Never go to a photo shoot alone. Be careful who you're shooting with. If they're like, oh yeah, meet me in my house, I have a home studio, this, that, and the third, and they're being creepy and it's just like not believable, don't believe it. Do not. Red flag. What else? If they're like, oh, can you model in this, and it's like something that is totally out of the picture, not relevant, do not do it. Like there are points where you have to put your foot down and say no. Also, promoting is really cool, because when you promote people's products, there's shoots involved, or you can set up your own shoots for it, but either way you're getting money. So if you're really in it for the money, then that's what you can do too. Okay, question number 2. Do I have to look like a model? Do I have to be pretty? Listen, there are a lot of, not to be rude, because I'm not saying I'm all that, but there are a lot of not attractive models who make it big in the industry. You just need to either have a unique look or take really good pictures, honestly. Like anyone can model. Now the height is what makes it a little harder, but there's even like the weight doesn't even matter anymore. There's plus size models, there's all types of models. And like I said, I know people who are way under height range that are professional models. So okay, question number 3, is it hard to be a model? Now if you mean like when you're actually doing photo shoots and stuff, of course it can be really hectic, especially if you and the photographer aren't really seeing eye to eye. Like you might come across some people who are very disrespectful, who don't care, who just want to get things done. They don't care about what you feel, they don't care about nothing. They don't. And they expect you to do your job. So if you don't know poses, that's a problem. If you don't, like, if you're late, that's a problem. Like certain things, it's a lot of communication that goes on. Communication is key. And also modeling, you got to make sure you're tip top. You have to make sure, you know, you're good from head to toe. Meaning shaved, nails done, looking proper, smelling proper, all that stuff. Y'all, this video about to be like 40 minutes long. There are so many things I have not even covered yet. Is there certain things that you need to become a model? Now I know this is all over the place. I probably should have like put the questions in order, but we're gonna hit all the points, so who cares? Basically, is there certain things that you need to become a model? Honestly, if, like I said, if you're trying to go big and you want the agencies and all that, you must have a portfolio, or else they're gonna make you pay to take pictures with one of their photographers, and that's gonna be your portfolio. But honestly, you need to get your portfolio up. So which is why I said it's great if you can find photographers who want to do, you know, swap photos, like they get pictures, you get pictures, or you can literally just pay great photographers that you've seen across Instagram or wherever. You can pay them to take pictures of you. And there's so many different type of like photos. Like there's different type of modelings. Like, okay, different agencies look for different things. What I know for a fact is that agencies like photos that are friendly, photos that look clean, photos that look professional. They don't really want just any old photos. So I don't really think, no shame to girls who do it, but I don't think half naked, not looking proper photos, I don't think they're worth my time, because agencies aren't looking for that. They want commercialized photos. They want portraits, they want headshots, they want to make sure that, you know, they've got some good looking people, they want to make sure they got some friendly looking people. If you're in your pictures looking devilish as hell, half naked, with body paint on you, odds are they're not looking for that type of photo. Now if you're just doing it for your own personal whatever, then that's cool too. Like lately I've been turning down shoots that I feel like don't correspond to things that I need to build my portfolio. So if you want me to do a shoot that is just totally out of the picture, something that agencies don't care for, odds are I'm not doing this shoot, because I'm honestly really trying to get my portfolio up there, and that's not going to help me. But other than that, back to the question, is there certain things that you need to be a model other than a portfolio? I would like to say no, but some people really stick with the height, like you need to be a certain height. I'm not that height, so obviously I'm not about to even go into that. You need to be skinny. There's all type of models now. There's curve models, plus size models, regular skinny models. Like there's all type of models. There's just different ranges to it. There's even tattoo models. Like there's all type of modeling out there, y'all. Do not limit yourself. Do not look at the basic rules that you heard your whole life and let them tie you down, because odds are you're wrong. Okay, on to the next question. How much do models make? Now fashion models with an agency can make up to like $300 an hour. Goals. But if you're just freelancing like I am, and people want to pay you, like they hit you up personally, you don't have a manager or anything, the prices can vary depending on the shoot, depending on how long they want you to shoot, depending on how many pictures they want to shoot, depending on what type of shoot you're doing. So for example, now if a photographer personally wants to pay you for a shoot, the prices can vary depending on what you feel. Now if it's like an Instagram thing, it depends on how many followers you got, because if you come over here saying I want $700 for a shoot and you got 3,000 followers, they're gonna look at you like, bitch, where? No, the odds are it's not gonna happen. So you need to understand, you need to either ask people that you know, or you need to just Google and kind of figure out what your niche is. One, you need to figure out where you, not where you stand, but like how much should your rates be? How much should you be charging someone to do a shoot with you? What's reasonable? What's a reasonable price that they will be okay with paying? So like I said, the prices can vary depending on, I guess, your relevance, depending on what type of shoot, depending on all that stuff. It can vary. Next question. I love this question. What are the pros and the cons? The pros of being a model is it helps you build so much confidence. Like, before, I definitely don't know when I could just stand up and model in front of anyone and pose in front of anyone and act like I have all this confidence. I used to be the one girl with, like, I wouldn't even answer a question in class because I didn't have any confidence. And I know that's a whole nother type of confidence, but it's like, I was so shy. I'm still kind of shy, but I'm not shy to model. So definitely builds confidence, which is great. You get to have some bomb pictures. Like, you get to look at yourself in a different type of light. You're like, ooh, girl, yes, like, I just slayed. Or if you're a guy, you're just like, yeah, I could do that because I'm that man, you know? So it's like definitely a confidence booster. I guess that falls into the same category. It's a confidence booster. It's pros. You can meet a lot of great people, which is like networking, which you can meet more people who might want to do shoots with you. And then it's just opportunities for money, opportunities for better pictures, and opportunities to get that portfolio up for them agencies. Another pro is that it can turn into a career where you take pictures for a living. But another pro is when people pay you to promote their products or to model their products, like, you're getting free hair, you're getting free eyelashes, you're getting whatever, free clothes. And that's kind of awesome, It is. They're paying you to get free stuff and look cute in it. Like, come on. Alright, so as to the cons, everybody talks about the good stuff, but nobody talks about the bad stuff. There are gonna be people who do not care for your day. People do not care for you. They're just here to get this done. So you might meet photographers who don't care. They're disrespectful. Or if they're not disrespectful, they don't communicate well. So you're gonna be feeling really awkward. You're gonna be feeling maybe irritated, There are creeps. Oh my god, this is a whole nother subject I have to hold on to. I haven't met many creeps, but there are obviously a lot of creeps. I've had a lot of people hit me up who are creeps, and I'm just like, no. Do not be desperate, because honestly, as much as that word is really harsh, don't be desperate, because people can smell desperate. Okay, they know when you're desperate, and they will want to take advantage of you, meaning like they would want to, like, how do I even put this in a proper way? They would want to either make you do too much for the shoot or make you do this, that. Like, they would push it basically. They would push it. And if you're in contact with a photographer and they're like, oh yeah, I want to shoot with you, and you go to their Instagram page and you see like a bunch of not good looking pictures, like the quality is bad, or the locations are horrible, or the picture just looks bad, and you just want to really do a shoot, don't do it, because not only are you wasting your time, but you're just gonna be wasting your time. Another thing is, if let's say you go to a photo shoot and you're a female, and the guy's like, the photographer's like trying to like hold your hand, like, not hold your hand, that's kind of weird. Well, they're being weird basically. Get your stuff and leave. That has never happened to me before, thankfully, but like I said, people be trying it, and if they push a little bit and you're like, it's okay, and you push a little bit and you push, they're gonna push all the way down. So you gotta put your foot down at one point. You gotta be like, no, keep it professional. Make sure you keep it professional. Make sure they keep it professional. Do not have unnecessary conversations that don't need to be had. Do not be too over friendly. Like, you can be friendly, of course, be professional. Keep that professionalism up there. I hate when people don't. It irritates my soul. Alright, I guess those can all go for cons too, because you have all this stuff to worry about, Another con would be probably people will judge you. Like, if you go for castings and stuff like that, people will be like, oh, well, this looks like that, or this is too horrible. Like, people would actually come for you. So you have to have a tough skin, which is part of the confidence. Make sure you're building your confidence in a way where it's like, I know that I look great, I know that I can do this, but just in case someone says this, that, or the third, I don't take it to heart. Like, I've had a photographer tell me, you are the fattest, skinniest person I've ever seen. Some girls will be like, what? I was like, what? But I rubbed it off, and I just kept on going, because I was like, whatever, because I know I'm not fat, but like, sometimes my stomach can be a little pouchy, which is why you gotta make sure you're in shape if you want to model, especially if you're like sign, because you never know what type of shoots you might have to wear. You never know what clothes you might have to wear. You never know what angles you might have to be in. So make sure that you work out. Make sure you eat right. I need to start eating right and working out my damn self. Take my own advice. All right, the next question and the last question that I have, I already feel like I kind of answered this, but just follow some photographers that are in your area that you see do shoots, and if they hit you up for a shoot and they're not paying you for the shoot and it's just like a trade for your pictures, then do that. That's a great way to get your photos up, but make sure that they're doing shoots that can help your portfolio. Make sure they're doing shoots that can help your portfolio and not like just random shoots that you're never gonna use and they're gonna be pointless. Just don't do those. This is basically like, I'm almost done, y'all. Like, this is basically it. Like, if you guys want a part 2, there's this literally could be like a 2-hour video, but I'm not gonna do that. I have more sense than that. If you guys want a part 2, or if you're enjoying this video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up, okay? Leave your questions down in the comments if I have not covered them yet. Cool. All right, on to the final section of what I'm going to be talking about. What type of shoots do agencies look for? I spoke a little bit about this, but I didn't really go in depth. Basically, what I know for print modeling, to be exact, or fashion modeling, or commercial modeling, like there's all different types that it can fall into. What agencies look for, they want commercialized photos. They want to see you smiling. Like, they want to see you smiling. They want to see a lot of headshots. Your headshots are so important, y'all. I need more headshots. They also want to see portrait photos. Like, they just want to see professional looking photos that you're not doing too much. Like, you don't want to over pose unless they're just for your own little, you just want to post them on Instagram, but you don't want to over pose. Like, they're actually very simple. They don't want a lot of makeup on, which is what, you know, sometimes, you know, you want to do your best, you want to slay, but they actually like natural looking photos. They like natural looking poses. They like a lot of smiling. They like a lot of like friendly photos that if you were a business person, you're like, oh yeah, I need models for this. Like, basically, you know, just photos that are presentable. So I wouldn't say half naked with your booty popping out is a photo that agencies want to see. So if you want to do that because you like doing that, that's you. You don't see me doing that because that's not what I want to do. I want to make sure I have photos that agencies want. I'm not gonna waste my time. Like, some dude was like, oh, let's do something sexy. I was like, agencies don't want to see sexy, so sorry, dog. All right, y'all, so basically I don't want to make this video too long. I feel like it's gonna be 30 minutes already, which is way too long. If you watch to the end, I absolutely adore you. Okay, make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't, because you need to become part of the gang, part of the family. If you guys like these talking videos, because I can talk for life, for days. I can talk for days, y'all. Just comment down all your thoughts. If you have any more questions that I did not cover, comment them down below. I will comment them back with answers. Does that make sense? And I will see you guys in my next video.